trafficking of children, preteen human beings, 9 years of age, bought and sold to meet the demands of conquistador pedophile fantasies, lust for flesh and gold. The language of the old world wreak havoc on the new. Worse than Hitler to the Jews, butcher shops made of human meat to feed the hungry dogs of war, children torn from mother's breasts and branded on the chest as slaves for the crown, others thrown against rocks while some were tests for European swords. Brutal overlords worked our peoples to death, in mines to search for gold. Hands were cut off if demands weren't met. The only escape was death. Many took their own lives and the lives of their children. The ones who lived died many times, and their souls were killed repeatedly by European eyes. Imperial crimes, imperial lies, conquerors' crosses and knives. Men reduced to dog food. Some things never change. For now, water protectors, blood stains the mouths of German shepherd dogs who are unleashed once again on the red children of the earth. Turtle Island weeps as warriors hold fists high and translate our mothers' cries into songs of prayer. On this day, we mourn the loss of our people who lived through us, who were lost when this land was allegedly found. We stand here for them and continue to fight, the fight that many died for, the fight for peace, the fight for respect, the fight to exist. We're still here, and we will not rest while history lies and glorifies the rape of our nations. Thank you.
I'm Michelle from Carson City.
It just bothers me a lot, and I want to say that thank you for having me here, enjoying you guys' crowd, and I want to be more a part of you guys. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Claude Conkright. I'm the former Secretary of the Black Caucus of Washoe County. And I'm also part Native American and more, I guess you can call it black, because I'm not an African American, I'm an American. I'm indigenous of this country. You know, my grandmother was Hopi and Cherokee, and we got Cherokee in our family. My family's got all the colors of the people here are in my family. You know what I mean? I got people darker than me, I got people whiter than that guy in my family. Seriously, so I cannot be prejudiced, I cannot be, look at anybody. But the bottom line is, it's funny that my brother here said he's from Lakota. One of the first chiefs that I talked to was a Lakota chief. It might have been your dad on the radio one day. And he told me about a legend that the Lakotas have about a black man coming from the West and getting with the red, the yellow, and the brown people and pushing those devils back to Europe. And I talked to him on the radio, and it really inspired me, and I started doing more studying. And now that I've studied everything, I realized, we are all the same people. Because the seed started 1.5 million years ago in Africa. And we were traveling and trading with the Americas. This is actually Africa West. We were traveling and trading with this country and the people in this country for thousands of years before any white person even came out of a cave or anything. We started, our people, all of our people, the same people. We started the first university in the world, the University of Salamanca in Europe, in Spain. So there's so much that they've taken from us. They took my memory, but you guys are lucky. You know who you are. I'm still trying to find out exactly, everything. But now's the time for everything to change, because actually the universe and the paradigm in the universe is different. We're going into a different dimension. And if we don't raise our life forces and raise our vibrational level to the high level, we're not going to make it, and we're going to be with them when they go to hell. Thank you.
It created so many leaders for us that have gone on to become doctors, lawyers, engineers. At that time, we only had 10 Indians out of a whole race who had a PhD. 10. And because of my father's work and Dr. Forbes and David Risling, we now have more doctors, lawyers, engineers who've gone on to become leaders in our communities. Now fast forward to recent years. Of course, we've been leading the fight down in the Bay Area as far as getting that county ban on fracking over there in Alameda County. We recently got that victory in Alameda County, banning fracking and banning the use of benzene, and of course, protecting our sacred water supply. In Oakland, California, we recently defeated the largest coal export in the United States over there that was proposed. We defeated that. I'm very proud of my many victories that I've been a part of and led my leadership and our leadership for Indian country for 48 plus years. I'm grateful to be here. When I was up at Mount Rushmore, when I hosted the 40th anniversary, when we reclaimed that, I hosted that event up there. we had many tremendous leaders who came out from my nation. Gay Kingman, who's of course the executive director of the Great Plains Tribal Chairmen's Association, came and gave a talk. And of course, the former director of NIGA. And God, we've done tremendous things for many, many years. In Columbus, though, why we're here, you know, Columbus was a slave trader. And he should not be looked at as a great human being. He was a disgusting human being who does not deserve honoring, who does not deserve a day of honoring in any country. That'd be just like honoring, you know, Hitler. Why would we honor Adolf Hitler? Why would we choose to honor someone who commits genocide on our people as indigenous people? We're the most beautiful people in the world, our people, and we're all of peace and love and happiness. And it's hard because, you know, we've been oppressed for so long and beat down, but we've got to take tremendous pride in who we are as a people because we're still here. We're resilient, we're strong, we're beautiful people. You know, half the world's food supply came from American Indians. Corn, potatoes, and peanuts, those were all cultivated by us. The Inca, the Maya, the Azteca were performing skull surgery when those dirty white motherfuckers were sitting there just basically living in caves. Primitive. And they still want to try to rule our lands. They still act like they are our parents. And it's sickening that we have to stand up and fight them just for our water supply, which affects all of us, every single human being. It's disgusting. I'm grateful for our victories, and we need more people out there who are lobbying at the Senate, in Congress, who are going and bringing out these, you know, resolutions to the problems that are going on in our communities. It takes all of us, from all the colors of the race, from the doorway in to the doorway out. We need every single person to be armed with an education, to get out there and do the work and speak their language and beat them at their own game. Because we can't beat them by force. That's not who we are. But we can beat them with prayer, and we can beat them with our wit and our heart and our minds. Aho, mataki, I'll say.
So at this time, we're going to go ahead and line the streets, and then